And as for Boston Lloyd, nobody deserves to die. But he has made a tacit agreement with this thing we call reality to die young. Apparently. And to what end, sir? What have you accomplished with your marginal bodybuilder physique? Full of synthol and all kinds of outrageous compounds. And all the things that kept your blood pressure so high, and in spite of all the warnings you received, you cavalierly flouted those warnings, and to your peril you now find you are in renal failure. You will not live long without dialysis, sir. That's just the facts, and I'm sure your doctors have not candy-coated it. I don't know what your plan is, but if you think anybody's going to give you one of their kidneys, as your friend's girlfriend gave him, so that you can keep fucking yourself up while a kidney recipient, a transplant recipient, I don't think any hospital would agree to it, knowing your plan. Oh my goodness, in order to get on a transplant list, you have to have renounced the things that fucked up your organs to begin with. Aye! You can't get on the transplant list for Olivia if you're still drinking. Aye! And I doubt they would put you on the transplant list, sir. That you do not deserve. You do not deserve a second chance. But you do not deserve to die either. It's just very sad that you made that agreement. Very sad. Very sad that you made that agreement. Sir, you will not be around in 5 years. And I say that knowing that you will not comply with the recommendations for dialysis patients. You'll keep doing whatever you do, just so you can look cool in the gym. You fucking moron. You are now a dead man walking. Oh my God. You are now the cautionary tale. Every motherfucker that ever wanted to follow in your footsteps is following you directly to the graveyard. I think anybody would agree. And Palumbo, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Guys like Dan Duchesne had some sort of reverence that was afforded them because they were so fucking crazy with their recommendations. We're bodybuilders. We do what we do. And Palumbo is from the same school. Fuck him. He wants to equivocate about Dallas McCarver's death. Who died in his fucking 20s? Running super high cholesterol and I'm sure blood pressure the whole time. So sad, but we all have it, peeps. I looked for a term for this obsession that we have with the man in the mirror. There is no better one than bigorexia, and we all have it. I think arguably that's what gains in the gyms are. Gains in the gym consist of getting bigger, and we're all striving for it. So it's a great term, and we all have it. It's just some people address the need more responsibly than others, right? What the fuck is Boston Lloyd achieving with his choosing? I mean, let's look at Ronnie Coleman. It could be argued that his severe disability and old age is a worthwhile price to pay for all of his titles. But I think in his heart of hearts, he would trade his titles to be able to walk again. He'll be in a wheelchair for the second half of his life. Is that a worthwhile price to pay for those Olympia titles? I bet he would trade all, or definitely would trade a few, right? Should have retired sooner, lad. I kept winning him into his 40s and brutally beating on his body, right? But all the respect, all the crowns, right? The legendary status he achieved. And now he can tool around in his wheelchair, enjoying it, right? And that and the money That's a motivating factor, but I can't see Boston Lloyd's motivation for signing that deal with the devil and dying young. What titles have he's ever won? What the fuck? And looking cool in the gym with all your fucking synthol? Oh my God, if one drop of that shit, I think that's how Rich Piana died. If one drop of that shit gets into your bloodstream, oil does not mix with water. If it's in your arterial blood flow and it goes to your brain, you die. It's called an embolism. That's how Rich Piana died. Mark my words, I believe it. That's what I think he died of. It was something in his brain. The ischemia was indicative of a stroke.